The main force, most afraid indicator you learn definitely is the OBV, because it is an advanced usage of volume. Not only can see the main force accumulation, also can identify main force exit point and also the stock breakout point. Share this method to you today. Today's video we mainly explain the three topics. First, the OBV Indicator Principle. Second, the 6 formula of the OBV Operation. Third, the best strategy for OBV. How to predict when does the stock price leave the consolidation zone. OBV energy type is also known as balanced trading volume. The theoretical basic is that energy is the sources, stock price is the result. It uses share price and trading volume indicator to reflect the rise and fall. We mark the volume as positive and negative and sum up. So it's a good trapping tool. So why does it work so well? Because of its theoretical basics. Changes in the stock price must match with trading volume, especially the fluctuation of stock price and the enlargement of trading volume. The trend line matches the stock price like this, can easily find the main force. When is the main force in absorbing? When to pull up? It can be predicted that the stock price is about to leave the consolidation zone. In this way, we can make the forecasting. In today's video ending, I will share the best operation using OBV. Everyone must watch till the end. Next, let's take a look at the 6 formulas of OBV. First method, OBV turns from downtrend to uptrend. Long-term investing can enter. Method 2, OBV raise, price raise. Stock price climbs steadily. Method 3, OBV little touch, average OBV, dark horse is about fly on the glass. Method 4, OBV raise strong, beware when it heading down. Method 5, OBV appear retailer pit, obviously is to flush out retailer. Method 6, OBV fall, price fall is much better to exit. We look into first example. In this chart, the OBV line in red color, the average OBV in yellow color, the parameter is 30. After a long-term fall, then go into a consolidation zone. And the following, the average OBV yellow line start to go downtrend. Move steadily at a same level, then move uptrend again. At this before we can see the OBV line upper cross the average OBV. After this scenario, we can be sure long-term investment appeared a good buying point and opportunity. Now we look into this US stock. This is the trend from November to December 2020. Oil stock at the time many of traders did not expect to be able to rise to current high. But the trend at that time, stock price start to rise after falling and the following OBV indicator. It is already obviously changed the direction from fall to flat, then turn upward. This is the reversal pattern. And the previous white line, upper cross average OBV twice. If this is a big direction shift is confirmed here. If you enter for a long term, the cost just around $38. Then the subsequent increase will until now is a very good gain. Now we look into the second. OBV rise, price rise. Stock price climbs steadily. It is clear the stock price moved into a strong uptrend. Just a small retrace sometime, but non-stop breaking new high bottom OBV remains stand above average OBV and keep creating new high. So this is the best golden reason to hold bull stock. Don't sell the stock easily. Let's we look at a specific case. Here's what Boeing will look like from October 2022 to January 2023. Obviously, a lot of time Boeing price trend is very strong. There have been often 3 to 5 days pullback is not much, but it is soon continue to rise and even hit new high. And the volume below the OBV line keep going up and create new high. Then the pullback is more. That's why some stockholders in recent months operating Boeing able to gain big profit and win the market. Absolutely more than majority of retailer. The third method, when the OBV touch the average OBV, the dark horse is about to fly. This arrow in diagram, this counter have experienced a 2 to 3 week correction. And the following OBV indicator is very clear. After the white line almost pulled back much close to OBV and is a light step on average OBV. And the position behind, although there is just 1 to 2 days, the white line is below the upward average OBV and soon recover back above the line. This is also OBV line is likely steps on the average OBV. They are all clear enter point for flying on the dark horse grass. So after buying here, the stock price also experienced a rapid and strong rise. Let's we look at a specific case of US stock. This is Tesla backlash trend from September 2022 to January 2023. The first white circle in the picture locked the position. The white OBV line just retraced to touch the average OBV line, then rise immediately, up more than 20% immediately 2 to 3 weeks after buying. Although the two white circles behind within 3 days below the average OBV, but will soon be able to return to the yellow line. This is also the buying point of the classic dark horse flying on the grass. There was also a very strong uptrend after the buy, and the position of the pink circle here is obvious OBV line, continuously below the yellow line for more than 3 days. This is definitely not a dark horse flying on glass. So what it is? Later we will mention in the 5th strategy, then you will know. Now we look into the method 4. OBV raise strongly, beware if turning down. Very clear here, there are 6 continuously rising big positive line. It can be said that the stock price has risen rapidly. And OBV rises more quickly because it pulls up fast away from the yellow moving average. Immediately behind at the position, there is a turning heading down. There's a great selling point. Let's look at this specific case of US stock. This is the vaccine stock Moderna. The scenario appeared on 15 December 2022. It's a short-term exit point. Why do we say so? First, before the signal appeared, the chart began with a 2 days sharp fall. After for the 2 days, it recovered strongly and hit the new high. But on the day 15 December appeared dodgy and then followed with bullish candlestick. This is so-called pregnancy line. We can't prove danger here, but if we follow volume energy type indicator OBV, the OBV line rise rapidly away from the average OBV, then turn down. At this time, we have reason to believe that the coordination of quantity and price. This is very good short-term selling point. And then the share price fall immediately, strongly fall after the rebound. Therefore, this is the method very suitable for those high volatility stock, good for us avoid the short-term important high point. Method 5, and is the most important point. The main intention of flush up retailer is clear. So what is the retailer pit? Before we use this method, we should add a moving average on the chart. When the stock price clip stand below on this moving average, and this moment the moving average already heading downtrend, this is the danger signal. Many of stock traders always follow stock price to make judgment below the moving average and exit from here. There is no escape on the downtrend but exit on the most bottom price. Then now, how to avoid such trap, or how we can take advantages from such opportunities? Enter before the raise up. At this time, we still use OBV. Let's take a closer look at these two pullback positions. In terms of stock prices, prices have appeared below the average. Moving average down is a back signal, but this about it. The true share price is 2 positions. Time below moving average should be less than 3 weeks. While at the same time, we see the OBV, although there is also the OBV line stand below the average OBV. But look carefully, the direction of the average OBV is upward most of the time and the seldom go flat. Doesn't affect our big analysis. There has never been a average OBV going down. More aggressive trader can holding share. If compared with a solid trader, you can try reduce your position while the stock price below moving average. Then you can enter back after stock price rises back to a moving average. Don't forget the good horse will return and eat the grass again. In the actual market, the parameters of OBV are changed to institution-specific parameter, which is 34, because that is the most close with the Fibonacci number to the 30. So it will work better. At the same time, in this chart, I also changed the moving average to a 34 days parameter. Then this US stock is first solar. There will be a period of pullback from 7 to 27 October year 2022. Is the stock price lower than 34 days moving average duration? Not more than 3 weeks. That is no more than 15 trading days. Then the below OBV indicator obviously appear flush out retailer action. Is this because although the OBV is below average OBV, but the average OBV never heading down, majority time is still going flat or goes up? So, if there is some trader do not holding this share, it's truly worthy to enter at this period. If you are hold before this and your cost is much lower, then this correction period you can ignore it. The falling can continue hold just to make sure average OBV line must go flat or going up and not heading down. The method 6 on OBV operation. Stock price fall, OBV fall. This is much better to let go soon. This method obviously opposite with method number 2. When the stock price keep below on the moving average and the direction also heading down, is a downtrend scenario. And the bottom indicator OBV line heading down, average OBV also heading down, is a very clear downtrend. And some stockholder, if you keep imagining that a miracle can happen, then you will lose badly in the downward trend. Let's look into this specific case. Meta from September 2022 to November 2022. Although the stock price has experienced brief rebound above the average, but later on turned down immediately. Keep hitting new low. OBV also crossed with average OBV but immediately fall, making new low. This is the obvious and real weakness. Everyone must not have illusion about the trend, because once you have the dream will appear, will create a massive loss. But too late to regret. After reading the above 6 formulas, let's talk about the strongest usage of OBV to predict that the stock price will leave the consolidation zone in advance. Maybe you will be surprised. But after you listen to me, you must suddenly realize the principle of this method is that volume comes first, especially on the real bottom forming interval. Volume tends to outperform price earlier, or more reliable than the price. But don't forget, the trend of 1 or 2 days cannot solve the problem. And if you just look at the volume chart, it's hard to see the real way. And through the OBV indicator, the trading volume becomes linear. The graph is very clear. Here, Boeing on 25th October 2022, value of OBV breaking through the high value of the platform in recent months. That is breaking through the consolidation zone of OBV. And the corresponding stock price range obviously on 25th October. The stock price is still far from the high point of the entire consolidation range. But this moment the stock price takes the lead out of the consolidation zone. This means volume comes first for the real funds. Buyer power has entered the market early in recent months and started, but the price still not see any changes. Later on, Boeing is up at least 40% or more. Isn't it amazing? Today's method still free to share. Also must remember and change the parameter of OBV to 34. This is the institutional parameters of Fibonacci numbers. I hope you can give me a lot of likes and shares and let more stock traders have the chance to learn this magic method. Let's look at the second case. This is Alibaba on 3rd January 2023. This location, OBV clearly break out of recent months sideways intervals. But we can see that on this day, price from the peak high of the entire sideways area is still some distance away, but from the until recently. Its share price has also been rising. This is the strongest usage of OBV. Predict in advance future the stock price high probability will break out of consolidation zone. The reason is that, as I mentioned just now, volume comes before price, especially when bottoming. This method is very useful. Let's summarize a few notes on the strongest usage of OBV. First, sideways time, not less than 3 months. The longer the better. In additional, share price not yet out of the swing zone. But OBV has clearly broken through the sideways zone first. Here again to highlight, The parameter must to be changed to 34. The last point, how to stop loss. If everyone first buy, then must be risky. They cannot be 100% at this time. It is necessary to use OBV value break through the sideways zone. The lowest price of the candle for the day acts as a stop loss. The above is the main content of our video today. If you have any question, you may leave a message in the comment area. I will be there for you as soon as possible to answer one by one. Is it your OBV also can make this two line? Tell me in the comment section. I'm Angie, who loves to share stock knowledge. Remember, like and share this video to your loved one. Then hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell. I will share you more OBV strategy on the next video. Bye-bye.